My name is Robert Fitz, or Bob, and I'm Vice President of Navajo Ministries, basically the founder of the San Juan Bi-Fly Tournament. This is our 27th year. 27 years ago, our main fundraiser was a golf tournament, and I'm not a golfer, but I was heading it up. At the same time, the San Juan River was getting a ton of notoriety as far as a upcoming fishery. So I just thought maybe it might be something unique enough to draw people's attention and bring people in from around the country.
This Bi-Fly tournament benefits the Four Corners Home for Children, which is in the northwest corner of New Mexico. These children come from situations where their parents aren't able to take care of them, and so we have different homes there on grounds where they can live in a family environment and just feel part of a family. I actually grew up at Four Corners Home for Children. My parents, when I was 3, moved there to be house parents, and so I am very familiar with the place, and I had many foster brothers and sisters growing up.
Anybody who comes out, if you come out a little bit early or stay a little bit later, we'll be glad to give them a tour of out at Navajo Ministries, a children's home. Get to see all the great things we got going on there.
I've been guiding in the tournament the first 25 years of it. I like being with the people out on the water, and when it's a fun thing, it's so much enjoyable to me. But if it gets to be like a contest type of deal, like some people really make it, it kind of takes away from that. But then when you get to the banquet, and sometimes they bring the kids, you get to meet who it's going for. All the benefits that we're raising, the funds and stuff that the tournament does, goes to these kids that need all the help that we can give them.
I caught a 44-inch northern pike on a fly rod, and that's my best fishing story.
Well, on this river, the biggest fish I ever caught is about a 31.5-inch fish, and that was a long time ago. But I've had, well, as a matter of fact, recently one of my students from my college beginning fishing class, a lady caught a 28-inch brown that was 22 inches around, little butterball.
We had 8 people, I think, this year, and although we all try to catch the biggest fish and the most fish, one of the members in our group this year caught the smallest fish. So we were all very excited for him, and it's a nice piece and a great story.
The most interesting fish I ever caught, and this was actually in the tournament one year, I caught a fish by way of a line that was running out of the back of the fish. So the fish had been caught before, it had swallowed the line, it had come out the back, and I caught a knot and pulled the fish in backwards.
I always came out for the breakfast. That's what I love, Friday mornings, and to greet all the people, and that's the exciting part of my part of it. And just to welcome them and thank them for coming and being a part of this to raise the funds and friends that we need to keep this place going.
You kind of recognize about the San Juan River is it's a very ancient river carved out of a canyon where Native Americans have lived for hundreds of years. And so you're looking at a landscape that's really dotted by mesas that are covered in pinks and grays and blues, with a long history of Native Americans living and respecting that land.
The Bi-Fly is really a tremendous opportunity for novices to be introduced to the sport. They learn more in 2 days than I taught myself in 2 years.
Now, for those who haven't fished, you might be fearful about doing this. This is the best place to learn. You're in a boat with somebody you know, there's a guide who tells you what you need to know, and you're in some of the most beautiful country in the world to learn to fish. So being a beginner shouldn't at all sway you from coming and enjoying yourself over a couple of days and earning some money for a great charity.